Hi, this is Dan Decker. I am modifying a KLS Quickshifter to work with a TZ125 and TZ250 ignitions that have an OEM wire, kill switch wire that comes out of the ECU. This one originally was really made to have these two cables go out to ignition coils to interrupt the ignition coils, but I find it much cleaner to go through the OEM ECU rather than having these. I mean, that would be fine, but I would just rather do it this way. There is another KLS ECU that has this wire in it, but I got this one used and it'll be much cheaper to do it this way. Anyway, I have it out of the box, and I have this wire. You can see that yellow wire going to that pin over there. And I think I'm calling it pin 6 of that chip. Nothing here is really has any reference designator, so it is that chip there, I believe. It's going to that pin, and then so that wire goes from that pin. So I can point it out. This pin right here, and the light sucks here. This pin right here, and then I have that going to a BC337. I think it's a FET right here, and I have it just glued to the board. And from that FET, I have this wire coming out that will eventually come out of the box, and on the bike it will be going to that OEM kill switch wire, but right now I have it coming out to this wire, and this here is a 5-volt supply going through some resistor. This is like 5k ohms or something, and then this is going to this O-scope right here, and I'm going to do a little demonstration. Turn on our power. Power is providing 5 volts pull up for this guy here, and then 12 volts powering to the KLS through this, through the OEM cables over there. So everything's powered up. So this guy here is really, we're going to watch this. It's going to be pulled up, and this FET on the board that I have over there is going to pull it down momentarily. I probed around the board and was moving this guy here and figuring out what was going high when, what was going low when. And so here we go. We're going to watch this. Here it goes. So each little square there is 5 milliseconds, and the KLS is is purely mechanical. So let me see. There we go. So however long the sensor, here I'm moving this here, this is the sensor, however long it takes you to move the gear shifter, the faster you go through it mechanically, the quicker it will get the ignition back up and the power back on. That's one thing I like about the KLS is it's not predetermined time. It's however mechanically fast you go through the gear. So here we go. Trying to do as fast as I can. Boom. So that's 5 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds. So it's just over 10 milliseconds. which I believe is pretty fast. It looks like 6 or 7, but I mean, obviously when you're on the bike, it's probably going to be longer because, you know, your toe is pushing down, the gear is switching, and there's stuff moving around. So yeah, so it looks like it works, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work on a TZ125 or a TZ250. And so this is my diagram. This is that chip that I pointed out that has no reference designator. Shame on them. So this is what I'm calling pin 6, and this is there's 2 wires there. One's coming from that pin 6 is going to pin 2 of a BC337. I think it's a FET. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it's a FET or a BJT, but and then this guy is going straight to ground. And then there's a small yellow wire that's coming out, and then I have it to my test fixture, which I showed you before, which was, you know, the 5-volt pulling it up, and I put 10K there, but I just picked up a 5 kilo ohm resistor, so it doesn't really matter. Now it's going to the oscope. So there it is, and it's really hard to see because the FET is really, really small. But what I did was I found a ground. I basically soldered the emitter to the ground, to wherever I found the ground there, and that provided me some mechanical stable, you know, kind of positioned it. And then I have the 2 wires coming off here. So that would be this ground that I soldered there, that just pin I found, and then the 2 wires coming off. Alright? Any questions, you can probably find me on the TZ250.com site. I think I'm Dan D on there. Okay? Thanks everybody. Appreciate it. And hit me up with any questions. Bye-bye.